Hello, my name is Randy Rolfe, and I'm an independent consultant with the Nikken Corporation, and this is our weekly showcase to give you an overview of the products and the business of Nikken. So I'm going to share my screen here and start a slideshow, and then we're going to share some stories afterwards. We believe Nikken is a better way to a life in balance, and us here who are distributors have experienced that, improving our health and our wealth and our planet. And it's an amazing opportunity. And this is an independent Nikken consultant presentation, not a corporate presentation. So we've made the Nikken choice of active wellness and collaborative entrepreneurship, and we'll cover both of those today. And we hope that you will make the same choice because we believe Nikken is a real discovery. So we want you to discover it, live it, and share it. And why should we look at Nikken? Because, let me hide the panel here. Because it's an amazing company, and there's really nothing else like it in the world. I was a corporate lawyer as my first career, and I was amazed to find an international company that was like this. It was founded in 1975 in Japan by Osamu Masuda, who was actually not a health and wellness person, but he decided that he needed to do something about it, about the health of his family, and he developed this company with a lot of help and experts from engineering and biology and marketing as well. It became the fastest growing company in Japanese history. It moved its headquarters to the US in 1999 and has had over 22 billion in sales of its products. It operates in 20 countries. It is established the Nikken Imaging Center at UC Irvine. It's highly respected as a developer of fantastic technologies, and it holds many patents for its innovative wellness technologies, and it's a privately held, debt-free company with a transparent management and very highly rated in the financial world. So it's a wonderful company, and you really need to take a look at it. But what's best about it, what's so unique, is its philosophy of the 5 pillars of health. The true happiness and wellness comes from health in 5 pillars in balance: healthy mind, healthy family, healthy society, healthy finances, and healthy body, which is what the products are all about. But that affects everything else. So if there's any area of those 5 that's out of balance, all the others suffer. And when I was a corporate lawyer, I didn't have time for my family, and I wasn't with very happy people. And the partners in the firm were all getting sick because they were up in a 18-story building all day and 80 hours a week, and we weren't sure we were even doing that much for society. So I left law and became a family counselor and a nutritionist. And Nikken's philosophy is based on the compound effect of our daily choices and habits. And this is just a graph of one fellow who changed his life over the course of 27 months. And those little decisions affect income, health, relationships, happiness, success. And you can be just a glorious person achieving your potential, or a depressed person not reaching their potential. And so Nikken gives you the opportunity with those 5 pillars to change your life that way. And what's the biggest problem today? It's just generalized stress from financial worries, health concerns, lack of time, unhealthy lifestyle, too many demands, failure to take the time to relax, family responsibilities, workplace conflict, and inability to accept things as they really are, just to name a few. And when I went into family counseling, I realized that finances was the #1 source of stress. Even when people have health problems, it really burdens the pocketbook, lost work time and expenses and all of that. So finances was the biggest stress. And this is a quadrant design developed by Robert Kiyosaki to look at the ways that we choose to make our money And this is where we're going to talk about the business end of Nikken. On the left side, you can either be an employee or self-employed, but in both cases, you don't have any leverage. You're still time equals money. You're selling your time for a certain amount of money. You might make more money self-employed, or you actually might make less than being an employee because you're the last to get paid when you're self-employed. And 95% of the population earn their living that way, but they only control 5% of the wealth. So if you're really trying to avoid financial stress, you want to move to the other two quadrants, either as a business owner or an investor. As an investor, you invest your money, make it work for you, but you need a fair amount of money, several million, to generate an income that sets you free. So business owner is really the best way for someone who isn't born with millions. And even that, buying a franchise until now has been quite expensive. Yet 95% of the wealth is controlled by 5% of the population that are business owners and investors. But as a business owner, you leverage the efforts of others. And that's where we fit, because you become your own business with Nikken. And there's a new trend, which is the gig economy. And that is shown by people doing Uber and Lyft and businesses online. The millennials are adopting that. They see their parents and grandparents aren't getting the same retirement that they thought they would get from working for corporations or having their own business. Gig economy is cost efficient. You work at your own time and pace and have total mobility. So this is the new economy, and Nikken fits perfectly. The collaborative entrepreneurship that we represent, it's easy to integrate into your life, low cost of entry, amazing leadership development plan. We all help each other, and it's really a turnkey system, which we have developed over the last 44 years. And so it's really the perfect gig. The low cost of entry is less than $100. So this is what we do in Nikken. We start with a commitment and plan to enjoy the Nikken products and incentives. We share the products and our business opportunity, and we invite people to experience them and to join us in the business if they wish to have their own business. And then Nikken does all the heavy lifting that corporations do. We are just the marketing arm, and they reward us very well for that. The compensation plan is extraordinary and among the best in the market. I personally think it's the best. A purpose-driven business model is this little flower here with the business, the Nikken business owner at the center with their wellness home, and with 3 leaders who are building businesses and 5 or more customers who are building their wellness home and not paying retail. So that's our core circle of influence, and we build with the ABC system, where this presentation can be an A, and the B is a person who is bringing a new customer or potential consultant to the event, and it's an ABC system. So the B has introduced the C to Nikken, but then the A makes a presentation so they get a different point of view and get all their questions answered. So then we just teach 3 to reach their 3 people and build a whole organization that you get paid a commission on. So it's very exciting. It's this wonderful natural image here that you can count how many seeds are in an apple, but you can't tell how many apples are in the seed. And that's the way the organization grows in Nikken. So this is a scheme that shows how it grows. If you have a business at the top of the cone, down the left side are your organization of consultants. Down the middle is your all your different customers and the customers of your consultants, and you get paid a little bit of all of that. And at the top is you growing as a marketer in Nikken. So your business, your profit grows. So it's the person who brought you to this presentation can go into more detail, but we definitely have royal diamonds that have made 40,000 per month. And at the first leadership level, you can be making well over 500 a month. And this is based on each person basically doing $100 a month, and they can be buying a whole lot more than that. As you will see, our products are amazing. So these are the many ways that we earn money, and we can't go into all of that right now, but there are many wonderful ways of being compensated, and we have incentives all the time. So let's look now at the wellness home. I never would have joined Nikken except for the amazing, unique products they have that change people's lives. And we have no competition. Nobody else has this amazing line of products. And there is a great need for it. Everybody needs Nikken products because of the health facts, the body burden of all the stresses, the poor sleep, the air and water pollution, and it's affecting our children. This is the first generation. They say their life expectancy is less than yours or mine, which is frightening because of the obesity problem, the poor nutrition problem, not getting outside, not getting exercise. It's a huge, huge problem, and it's unacceptable in the most advanced country in the world. So the answer is to take personal responsibility through self-care. And Nikken promotes active wellness. And that's the process where you become aware and make choices based on health. And so be healthy by choice, not by chance. And our mission with Nikken is every home a wellness home. So we have certified Nikken wellness home, and it creates an environment. I call it the ultimate wellness environment with good air, good water, good sleep, good light, and good nutrition. So it's like you have your own greenhouse. We know greenhouses for plants. Now Nikken has given us a greenhouse for humans. So first we have a sleep system, which brings your body into restful, restorative sleep with all natural products, no chemicals in the bedding, and it puts you in the natural magnetic field and solar energy field as if you're living outside under the trees. It's the most relaxing system on the planet. Then we have Water Pack. The water products are designed, again, to restore the water to the most natural form of water that is life-giving. It's called Pi water in Japan, and that's living water, and it's magnetized, it's filtered, and it removes all the heavy metals and the nasty chemicals from the farm runoff, and then it adds alkalizing minerals and the magnetic field. And so you put your tap water in the top, and it goes through gravity feed through a multiple filter, and it comes out delicious, absolutely delicious and hydrating. And then we have a sport bottle that does the same thing on the go, and it even has a patented technology that removes the microplastics that are in our environment now. And we have a shower system, so you're not breathing in the chlorine and the aromatic chemicals in our tap water. Then we have the energy products that you use all day. I'm covered with Nikken jewelry and the insoles in. I have the little roller next to me. I have the Kinko Touch up at the top for any area that's stressed. I have the duct tape for any muscles that are a little sore or joints that aching, and then the little tiny magnet to put on any trigger point, and the back flex for the back or any other stressed area, and the seat. I have it right here on my chair, and then under all of it is the grounding pad, which I have under my pillow so that when I put my hand up by my head, I'm getting the beneficial negative ions because that pad is grounded. And so I'm getting all kinds of good energy for the 7 or 8 hours that I'm in bed. And then we have a Kenko air purifier that produces no ozone, but does produce the beneficial ions like you're walking in a forest. And then we have a full line of consumables, and they're all safe. None of them are overdosed. They're organically based, they're food based, and what's on the label is what's inside. So, and they're very well labeled, so you know exactly what system you're supporting: functional foods, heart, immunity, daily vitamin and minerals, bone, nerves, and gastrointestinal. So it's truly an amazing set of nutritionals. And then we have fantastic skincare, including for the hair and the skin. So truly amazing. And if you decide to go for the wellness home, you can move very quickly in your business and even get back your $99 worth of products that you paid to join. So you can look at this in detail. If you sell the packs, you also make a very good commission. And it's a great way to get started. You get the best results by getting the packs. So think about sleep, water, energy, and nutrition. It's all about that, and become a customer. Everybody needs these products. And if you start a home-based business, you get tax deductions. Even if you don't make a huge profit, you get tax deductions with a home business. And you can become a full-time entrepreneur and fire your boss if you choose. So it's an amazing company. And let's begin your success story. See if the Nikken choice is for you. Think about your 5 pillars of health, like that beautiful little diagram, and join us as a customer or a consultant. So I'm going to stop our share now and invite, let's see, is Nina Marie on yet? I don't see her. Let's see. Nina Marie. Oh, there she is. Okay, good. Let's see. Can you unmute yourself, Nina Marie? Let's see. Where are you? I can unmute you. Let's see. There you are. Oh, you've unmuted yourself. Okay, got it. So welcome. We meet all kinds of wonderful people in Nikken. They're interested in helping people, they're interested in being healthy, and they're interested in growing. So I love Nikken people. So Nina, can you tell us your background and what got you interested in Nikken and some of your favorite stories about Nikken?
Good morning, Randy. Thank you for inviting me. My name is Nina Marie, and I've been in Nikken since 95 was the first product that I purchased. I'm a hairstylist. I've been a hairstylist for many years, had my own hair salon for 39 years, and I just shut it down 2 years ago. I love the wellness home concept because the wellness home concept is a way of keeping your body healthy. The air, the water, nutrition, and sleep is so important for us, for our everyday lives that we live, because we're stressed. We don't know what's being taken from our bodies when we leave our house because of all the stress that we're exposed to and all the toxins. And I like how Dr. Jackson said, your body's a filter. You have your kidneys, you have your lungs, and you have your liver. You can either have your body be the system that's going to filter out everything from what you put in it, or you can have the wellness home filtering your system, like the water system will filter out the contaminants so your kidneys don't have to filter it out. And the air system will filter out the contaminants so your lungs don't have to filter out the contaminants. And the foods that we're eating today, we're not eating a good diet, a lot of us, but even if we're eating a good diet, the nutrition is not in the soils. So Nikken has done their homework to find out the certain the nutrients that's missing that we need to sustain our health. And then your sleep, I mean, it's the most important thing that we do. And we don't realize it because we spend more time sleeping than anything else. And my biggest challenge why I got into Nikken was because of my sleep. I had sleep deprivation as a child. I was hot and cold, tossed and turned. And I just thought that was the way of life. You know, you just think that your life is going to be the way it is because that's all you know. And you're used to what you do, and that's the results that you get. And until you open the doors to a better life or learn about a better life, you're going to just get used to what you are used to growing up. Well, I got on the sleep system, and it was funny because I was having challenges, and I couldn't sleep for 3 days. And I knew my body was shutting down, and I didn't know what I was going to do. And I was afraid to go to the doctors because I kept hearing this little voice saying, if you go to the doctors, you're going to die. And a friend of mine said, I got something that's going to help you. And she'd been using the sleep system. And I said, oh, that's not going to work, because my dentist was trying to share it with me, and that's not going to work. That's not going to work. And I don't know. Maybe I didn't want it to work because I was being pushed. Because sometimes people want to push you to look at something, and just invite people to look at something instead of push people, because you can push them right out the door. And this friend of mine said, Nina, you got to lay on it. I promise you, you're going to be a whole different person. And she brought it over to my house, and I was crying. I said, I'm not going to survive this. I know my body is shutting down. And I kept telling my mom, because she had to help me to go to the toilet and help me in the shower. And I kept praying and praying and praying and praying. I said, I know, God, you're going to bring me something. And that's how I got involved with Nikken. And brought me that pad, and I laid on it, and I kept saying, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And I've always tossed and turned in my sleep. I never had one night's sleep without tossing and turning or taking the covers on and off and on and off and clothes on and off. And I laid on the pad, and it was kind of bizarre because I kept saying, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And all of a sudden I went to sleep. Didn't know I went to sleep. I laid in the same spot. I woke up in the same spot. I felt like I died. I woke up, I was a whole new person. And so I told my friend, I go, you know what? I got to sleep for the first time, and I didn't toss and turn and get up to get some clothes or take the covers on and off. So I tried it for the first 4 days and got amazing sleep, and my back started to feel better. My head started to feel better. I mean, just things started to change. And then I invested in one, and I never looked back. I started to join the journey of getting my body healthy, and got on the nutritionals, the water, the stories. I mean, they work on animals as well. All my animals are Nikken animals. My grandbabies are Nikken children. They all sleep on the beds. The animals drink the water. They drink the green. They sleep on the bed with me too. They all, when you want to feel good, you don't realize how bad you feel until you feel better. When you try something and you get to compare it. My journey was, they didn't have all these products when I first joined Nikken. And so I got to enjoy one product at a time to experience it. I encourage people, get the whole wellness home. Don't wait, because the sooner you invest in your health, in all of it, the water, nutrition, and sleep, and the air, you get to experience the homeostasis, because a lot of us don't know what homeostasis is. That's perfect balance. And your body is a system, and when you correct that system, you feel better, and you feel good all the time. And it's nice because when you don't feel good, like my grandbabies, they know what they need when they don't feel good. I need some lactoferrin, Nana, or I need some J-green enzymes, or I need the magnets, whatever it is. I need some more water. Just educating our children and educating ourselves how to stay in perfect health is the key. And then the business is a great opportunity as well, because you share it with your friends. And my cousin was over the other day, and I hadn't seen her in a while, and we never talked about the Nikken or anything. And she said, oh, I don't sleep, and my husband's got problems, his back. And So I just took her to my bedroom and I said, lay on my bed for a minute. And she said, what are you doing? I said, it's a magnetic bed. Just lay on it. She goes, I feel nice and comfortable. And I said, well, this is how I sleep every night. So we started talking about it. She called her husband and she bought the whole system. Yeah, I didn't plan on selling it to her, but you know what? Just share it. Don't try and sell people. Share it with them, because when you share it with people, then people get excited because they don't feel like you're trying to sell them something. I told her, hey, you can buy it if you want. You don't have to. When you push people, you push them out the door. But I'm grateful that I've had these technologies and I've been able to share it with my friends. I mean, I have so many stories, but we don't have enough time to share all these stories. I'll have to come back and tell another story. But I mean, you know, their lives are changing every day just because you're putting them in a different environment in the wellness home. And the wellness home is one of a kind, and that's the foundation of health. Mind, body, and spirit is very important. And in the wellness home, it keeps it all in balance. So if there's anything else you'd like me to say, Randy, I mean, or
well, thank you, Nina Marie. That was wonderful. Covered so much, and very touching about you being so concerned about your health. And Nikken has,
and then a year later, I broke my neck.
Oh.
But then I was blessed. I had the Nikken technologies because I was able to help my body heal itself without any drugs.
Was that a car accident or?
Motorcycle.
Yeah, so many people think they're stuck after a car accident or a road accident like that, bike accident.
Yeah.
But I've seen people who have been hurting for 20 years that it just goes away when their body is in the right environment to do the healing and the filtering. I love what you said about the filtering. So, and what would you say? Yeah, like you said, just sharing. It's all about sharing.
Share it. Don't sell it. Share it, because it will sell itself. Because I think the biggest mistake when people get excited, you need this, you got to buy this. And people are turned off to that. If you educate people what it is, why they need it, then they're going to want it. And if they can't afford it, tell them they can do baby steps, because some people can buy the whole thing and some people want to do baby steps. And then they get excited because you're not trying to sell them everything, sell them one product. I tell people, start off with the water. That's your whole transportation system. And then the J Greenzymes. Then build yourself up. Because if you've got somebody that is on medicines and you put them on the sleep system to do a rollout with them, and you don't have the water in them or something like the joint formula or the liver support, they're going to have a bad experience before a good experience, because the drugs are going to be moving